Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Idol Chatter. I'm Diane Macedo, and joining us today is American Idol Season 4 finalist Anthony Fedorov. Anthony, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. So it was the last performance day of Hollywood this week as the judges narrowed down the top 72 to the top 48. It wasn't that long ago that you were in this spot. What's it like to sit there and sing in front of the judges and then have to wait in a room all day to find out if you made it?
Well, it's pretty intense and it's pretty nerve-wracking. I remember like it was yesterday, so when I was watching the episode, I was definitely feeling it for those guys. You want to know what happens, and to sit there and to wait all day long, it's not just an hour, you know, it's all day long you sit there and wait. It's pretty bad, so I felt for him.
Fond memories, fond memories.
Oh yeah, deja vu all over again.
All right, given that they now have the option to play and sing with a band and backup singers, how do you think it's different, and how do you think that they did overall?
Well, I think it definitely makes it a lot more fun to have a band and backup singers. I wish we would have that, during my season, because it definitely makes the performance a lot more real and believable. I think overall they did pretty well. I mean, we saw some people crumble under the pressure, but I think overall they did well.
That's funny that you mentioned that, because it actually always amazes me how some contestants, like Danny Goki, for example, who's one of my favorites, this kid can go out there every time and sing like he's never been nervous a day in his life. And then you have a trained performer like Joanna Pasidi, who gets so nervous she can't even remember a single word of her song. Is that just lack of preparation, or what's going on there?
I just think that's Idol for you. I mean, they say that being on American Idol is an experience unlike any other, and I really think that the pressure just gets to you. It has nothing to do with the fact that you can't remember your lyrics. It's just you're under so much pressure, your nerves get the best of you, unfortunately. So I think that's what happened.
All right, but a lot of those performers like Joanna and Stephen Fowler that completely fudged their lyrics still made it through. So you think they should have?
Absolutely. I think that they've done enough to show that they deserve to be on the show. And, I think when you get to that point, that's just my opinion. I think the judges, they already know who they're going to choose unless they get proven, wrong or something. And I thought that, they already kind of made their choices, and they felt like these were the best contestants for the show, and I think it's going to be a good season.
All right, so the pressure's the problem.
Yeah, the pressure is definitely the problem.
All right, well, since the judges seem to be putting all this pressure on everyone and ruining everything, we're going to turn the tables for once. You, Anthony, are going to be the judge, and Kara, Randy, and Paula are going to be contestants in a new game we're going to call What the Were the Judges Thinking? The Style Rounds. We'll start with Randy. Randy obviously couldn't decide between the copper or the silver necklace, so he went with both, imprinted directly onto his shirt. But in case that wasn't enough bling for everyone, he topped the whole thing off with a rainbow-colored beaded necklace and these fun things around his wrist that kind of look like those friendship bracelets I used to make in the 4th grade. So, Anthony, I ask you, what the was Randy thinking?
I honestly have no idea. As I look at this picture, I'm just thinking the man could not decide, how many chains he wanted to have on his shirt.
So he just went with them all.
Just bring them all out.
I mean, he can afford some real necklaces, right? I guess the puffy paint was on sale back then.
There you go.
Well, Cara Diaguardi's so into fashion, she even went so far as to tell contestant Kendall Beard that by wearing black, she looked like she was going to a funeral. So Cara set out to lead by example with this bright and upbeat ensemble. What the was she thinking?
I don't know. I think that she was just trying to come off as being really serious, since it is the serious part of the show, and obviously I was inspired by her outfit, so I'm wearing black today also. I
don't know. You look a little more Simon Cowell today, I think. She looks a little more like Morticia Addams going to ballet class or something. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But in case you were thinking that maybe they just didn't have a mirror handy, Paula Abdul put those theories to rest by wearing at least 5 around her neck to complement her awkward green jumpsuit. Anthony, it's a loaded question, I realize, but what the was Paula thinking?
To me, it actually looks like a key that she's wearing.
Yeah, one of them did kind of look like a key. Like, where are you going, Paula?
Yeah,
can we come too? I'm a little curious.
Yeah, she's trying to open up something.
All right, well, despite their fashion faux pas, the judges will continue on the show, unlike Lanisha Young, who was the most disappointing exit for me. But let's focus on the positive. So do you have any favorites that you think are going to go on to the top 36?
Yeah, I have some early favorites. I think that Scott McIntyre is definitely one of my choices. Him being blind and being able to convey the music the way he does, I think is amazing. And Joanna What's her last name?
Pasidi.
Pasidi, yeah. I mean, yes, she had a record deal before, but hey, this show is about second chances, and she's definitely getting one, and she's good, so she deserves to be here.
All right.
And I think Danny Goki, like you've mentioned
Oh,
before,
love
he just
Danny Goki.
he gets up there and he does it like like it's nothing. So and I like his voice a lot, so it's gonna be interesting.
All right, well, we'll keep an eye out for Scott, Joanna, and Danny as they fight for their spot in the semifinals tonight. Also, keep an eye out for Anthony here in the all-new episodes of American Idol Rewind. You can check your local listings or tune into TV Guide for that. And you can find Anthony on myspace.com/Anthony Fedorov Music. Lastly, keep an eye out for me as we head to Orlando, Florida to visit the new American Idol experience at Disney World and sit down with stars like Carrie Underwood for a special Idol chatter. You can still find the scoop on the Idol episodes at my reality check column at foxnews.com and meet me back here next week for more Idol chatter.